ドジャースの大谷翔平選手が開幕2戦目の第3打席で今季1号となる本塁打を放ちました。5回1死の場面で追い込まれながらも完璧に振り抜いた打球は右中間スタンドへと飛び込みました。打球はグラウンドに跳ね返りましたが、審判は本塁打と判定。大谷選手はダイヤモンドを一周し、ベンチでパフォーマンスを披露しました。ここでカウンセル監督がリプレイ検証を要求。打球がファンの手に当たって跳ね返ったようにも見えましたが、判定は変わらずホームランとなり、スタンドは再び大きく盛り上がりました。米カリフォルニア州の地元放送局、スポーツネットロサンゼルスの中継では、
あのホームランは京都まで飛んでいったよ。
と、大谷選手の一発に興奮した様子が伝えられました。この模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
Dodgers and Cubs one more time in Tokyo, and a great storyline with Roki making his debut.
An incredible story, and I love the fact that he's making his debut in the Tokyo Dome. You know, this is what stories are made for, and can't wait to see Roki, who is a rookie for MLB, but not a rookie in any sense of the word. So he's a guy that knows what he's doing. He showed it in spring training, and I can't wait to see him out there today.
Excited for Roki. Obviously, he's got enormous talent. Dodgers have a chance to go undefeated in Japan, so that makes it, John, a must-win. Also, you can't go 1-6-2-0 if you don't win this morning.
Very good at math, you are. It has been a week of seeing the sights in Japan, eating great food, and making memories for a lifetime. And yes, taking care of business on the field as well, as the Dodgers will try to make it a super happy flight home with another win over the Chicago Cubs. Kirsten Watson and Steven Nelson are hanging out at the Tokyo Dome. Right now, they join us live with more ahead of this final game in Japan. Hello there, Kirsten and Steven.
Hi, John. Well, I get to tell you, I have gotten to witness Stephen be literally a kid in the candy store here, watching him take in everything here at the Tokyo Dome, taking everything in this city. Yeah. It has been amazing. And yesterday, we saw a matchup of two Japanese-born pitchers on opening day with Shota Imanaga and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Yeah. How special was that?
That was the first time in Major League history, right? And for them to do that, in their home country, just added to it. Can't imagine the emotions that they were feeling heading into that start. I will say, though, I am highly disappointed that nobody let us know that Pikachu was video bombing our broadcast intro hit, John. That left Kirsten and I very salty. We will be on the hunt for Pikachu today. You can rest assured.
Unfortunately, Pikachu, I don't think he's here, so you might have to keep waiting, Stephen. I'm so sorry.
Now I'm leaving.
But you know what? We have more important news because Roki Sasaki is going to be making his Major League debut. He had a special spring training. He was obviously the pick this offseason. Everyone was wanting him so badly. The Dodgers got him. What are you looking forward to seeing from him today?
I remember being in this arena, this stadium, a little more than 2 years ago for the World Baseball Classic when Roki made his Samurai Japan debut in the WBC. 3 2/3 inning, 8 strikeouts. And he had like 22 pitches of at least 100 miles an hour. Look, if Shohei Ohtani can admit after the series opener last night that he was nervous, that means everybody is on the hook for the nerves, right? Because we're always questioning if Shohei's even human. So for him to admit that last night, it shows the magnitude of this moment for the Japanese-born players in this Tokyo series in each dugout. And for Roki Sasaki, it's going to be magnified to the nth degree because it's not just his Major League debut, Dodger debut here in the country that he calls home. That's as special as it gets.
Yeah, but there's a really beautiful thing that means that there's so much support over here. Now, before we get back into the studio, I do want to ask you, though, because everyone's been talking about his splitter and just how special it is. I love that Anthony Bonda today, he called it actually a unicorn pitch because the movement on it is one of a kind. You've seen it. What makes it so special?
Unicorn's a perfect word because it does seem magical. The fact that he can get it, he can manipulate it both sides, whether he wants to go at glove side, arm side, he can make it dive either way. And so if you're a hitter up there and you're like, okay, I'm going to stay off the fastball or stay on the fastball, or vice versa, I'm going to sit soft and wait for the split. But which version of the split am I going to see? Oh, and he's also got a slider that's not so bad either. So I'm sure we're going to see it on full display here tonight. The message that Roki's been getting from his coaches and his teammates throughout this week is, hey, just be yourself. Like, don't overthink this. Your expectations are going to be higher than anybody else's, which are already sky high outside the clubhouse, but not higher than they are within the ears of one Roki Sasaki. So don't change a thing. Be yourself and let the baseball fly out of your hand as it has beautifully for the last 5 years.
Absolutely. And so best of luck to those Cubs hitters.
No.
Best of luck.
No.
Look, when it comes to Roki Sasaki, like you said, everyone has told him just to be himself. He wants to be the best. He's made it clear that he wants to be the best pitcher ever in Major League Baseball and beyond. And it starts today with that. So it's going to be a very special Major League debut for Roki Sasaki, guys.
I talked to him briefly in the dugout last night and just asked him how special it was to be back in his home country. And he just, shared how great it was and how emotional it was to be back here. This is a big night. This is, a year ago he was pitching for a team in Japan baseball, Japanese baseball. Now he's pitching for the Dodgers. So this is a big moment.
What is the key to succeed for tonight?
I think I can say this almost every night. It's fastball command. It's a high velocity fastball with a plus split. But if he doesn't command the fastball, he's going to be in some tough count. So if he can command the fastball and have those guys honor it, we're going to be in good shape.
What sort of restrictions, if any, will Roki be on tonight?
There's no hard and fast. I think the stressful innings, I would say something in between 4 and 5 innings is ideal for this start. Would be my thought.
For Roki Sasaki, coming into spring training, the team was hoping that he was going to be in this position to have this Game 2 start, but they wanted to see just how his buildup went and how he just transitioned to spring training and facing big league hitters. Well, in the Cactus Leagues games, everything looked really good. Actually, his velocity was up. Talking to Connor McGinnis, he said that he was able to connect with the director of pitching, Rob Hill, and work through a few things mechanically to get his stuff in a really good spot. So he's been feeling really good heading into this one. Roki even shared that he put in a lot of work just on himself personally to come in and be ready for this season. So he's excited when the guys talk about his stuff in that splitter. They say it's a pitch that is a unicorn. Only he can throw it in the way in which it does. Dave Roberts said that it breaks whether it's left, right, down. You never know which way it's going to go. So it should be an interesting one. Of course, as everyone has mentioned, there are going to be some nerves in this one for Roki. So it doesn't really matter what the results look like for him today. It's just about going out there, taking in this moment, because it is, of course, going to be very, very special for him to do this in Tokyo. And then, as Dave Roberts has said, just to continue to build with each outing, similar to what we saw with Yoshinobu Yamamoto last year, guys.
All the phones out, trying to get their own perspective captured right here. First one from Pearson. Otani backs off there, ball one. When he signed his contract last year, he said to himself, I've got to start doing some things to give back a little bit more. 20,000 elementary schools in Japan, and Shohei had this idea. He sent 3 gloves, 2 right-handers, 1 left-hander, to all 20,000 elementary schools. 60,000 gloves, courtesy of Shohei Ohtani. And it was like a holiday there. They knew that they were getting these gloves, and kids are coming on the weekend to play with the gloves, knowing that this was a gift from their hero. 1 ball and 2 strikes on him. And he said it made him daydream about his first glove that he got when he was 5. His older brother, who's partially responsible for getting into baseball, gave him a hand-me-down. Worn brown leather glove that he used for years. On this 1-2 from Pearson, Otani takes ball 2.
Well, we saw him prior to the game. He was out in the left field corner just tossing balls up to the fans. And everybody just clamoring to hope that they could be on the receiving end.
There's an absolute tank. Right center field. It is off the wall. To second goes Otani. To home goes Otani. It was a home run. I don't know where that ball hit. It seemed like it was headed to the moon. Did it deflect off of some of the awning?
I thought it hit off the Tokyo Series sign, that blue sign.
Which is below the yellow line, so it wouldn't be a home run.
I mean, the crazy thing is when that ball was hit, I didn't think there was even a question. The way it sounded, the way I yelled off the bat, the way you called it.
I'm really hoping this hit a beam or something. I'm just going to go ahead and retire.
Hey, it's early on, right?
Yeah.
You got on me last night about talking over.
You can get on me now. Bill, tell me I'm not terrible at my job. What do you got? Oh, yeah. He hit it to Kyoto. It's off the wall. Okay, so the question is it fan interference? And the question is, without the fans, would have it been a home run? And the call on the field being home run may be the key thing here.
After review, the call on the field stands. Home run.
Yeah, like I said, an absolute tank. Ohtani's got his first home run of the season, and it comes in Tokyo.
Shohei keeping in line with the other 2 home runs hit by Dodgers. Did it again with 2 strikes.
54 of them a season ago, and he's got his first one of his second year in LA.
I mean, we can get on the plane and go home, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
like you're looking down your to-do list. Yep, we check, cross that off, cross that off, cross that off. So where does that number go this year? Yeah, everybody's kind of said 50-50 is not happening. There's no way, even if he hits 50 home runs, no way he runs as aggressively now that he's doing the pitching thing, which makes total sense. How high can that home run number go?
And Jerry, we had talked on the pregame show about Shohei Ohtani admitting after last night's game that before his first at-bat yesterday, he was feeling nervous, something he hadn't really felt before his entire career. You knew he wanted to put on a show for the fans there in Japan, and tonight, to nobody's surprise, he did what we expected him to do, and that was to go deep.
I'm so glad that Shohei, really since he's been over here, has been very forthright and honest. And last night he did say that. Listen, I was nervous. That's good for kids to hear. It's okay to be nervous. The best athlete in the world gets nervous, still goes out, performs, and then tonight he goes out there and really puts on a show, finally gets something he can handle, drives it barely over the wall. Hey, it's a home run. It counts. Good for Shohei, good for the Dodgers, and really good for everybody there in Japan to see it.
100%. No, it was just, you are allowed to be nervous. I mean, I think we all get nervous when, you're in the situation like Shohei is, being in Tokyo, being in Japan, in front of the entire country there. And you know what? But he's able to settle down. He's able to get a pitch. He doesn't get many strikes. He's kind of starting to get that Barry Bonds treatment. He doesn't get a lot of strikes, and when he does exactly this right here. He puts a great swing on it. He's got the tremendous power we all know, and he hits the ball out of the ballpark. And he expected this ball to go a little bit further, but guess what? It still goes over the fence. That's all you need. And like you said, I think you said it great, Jerry. The kids need to hear this. It's okay to be nervous, but you know what? Once you get into it, put your best swing on the ball.
And you know that Roki Sasaki was probably feeling those same kind of nerves making his major league debut back home in Japan. Adrian, first 4 pitches he threw tonight or today in this game, triple digits. Showed the electric stuff. Yes, he did battle through some command issues, but boy, you can tell the potential for Roki Sasaki is immense.
100%, yeah. His stuff, it was electric, and you can see where the stuff is. I mean, we've seen it before. This isn't the first time, we are witnessing this, but his stuff is just so good. He's got the fastball that has ride, it has extra life. He's got that fork ball, and he's got a slider that can also be really good behind it. So he's got 3 really good pitches, and with that fastball, everything plays. And so for him to be able to just go out there and attack hitters, obviously today, the nerves came in once he started to kind of get a little bit of a feel with that fastball. Never really got that command going. So the first inning was really good to see, and then after that it was shaky, but his stuff, that electric stuff, is what was able to allow him to get through it.
Listen, Eric Harris made a really good point. There was a situation there, obviously gets the bases loaded and then walks in a run. He did have 5 walks on the night, but he was able to bear down and get the next 2 outs. That is huge. That tells me something, that even though he's not feeling it, he found a way to limit the damage, and that is key. He could build from the start, And moving forward, he won't be as nervous. He's not. He won't be as nervous. Sure, the first night he'll perform or try to take them out of Dodger Stadium, there will be some nerves, but he can build from this start. I'm sure on the plane ride over there when they do wake up, because they're probably going to be sleeping a lot, they're going to have a nice little talk with him, whether it's Shohei Ohtani, Yamamoto, say, listen, man, you're going to build from this and continue to get better. The stuff is there and the want to, too. So I expect big things from Roki.
ドジャースが大谷翔平投手の凱旋弾を含む3本の本塁打でカブス投手陣を攻略し、日本開幕シリーズで連勝を飾りました。大谷はこの試合で5打席に立ち、3打数1安打、1本塁打、1打点、2四球という成績を残しました。7回2死2塁の第4打席では、2打席連発の期待が高まりましたが、カブスが申告敬遠を選択。その瞬間、球場中から大ブーイングが巻き起こり、騒然とした雰囲気となりました。試合後、大谷はヒーローインタビューでお立ち台に上がり、本当に勝てて嬉しいですし、一本出てほっとしていますと笑顔を見せました。また、自身を含め3本の本塁打が飛び出したことについては、昨日はホームランが出ていなかったので、メジャーリーグらしい力強いホームランが出て、見ていて素晴らしかったと思います、とうなずきました。開幕2試合8打席目での本塁打は、エンゼルス時代の2021年に記録した開幕2試合9打席を上回り、自己最速の一発となりました。さらに、日本での開幕シリーズで日本選手が本塁打を放つのは、2004年3月31日に東京ドームで行われたヤンキース対デビルレイズの第2戦で、松井秀喜選手が記録して以来、2人目となります。ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。明日以降も大谷翔平選手に関する最新情報をお届けしてまいりますので、ぜひチャンネル登録と高評価をよろしくお願いいたします。